People often ask me, Advait, where did ideas come from? And after all these years, I've realized something unexpected. Ideas act a lot like guests who show up at your house. The ones you invite politely, please come, they never come. But the ones who arrive unannounced, they are the real troublemakers. They walk into your room without knocking, sit on your sofa, eat your snacks, and say, Hi, I'm your next big idea. And for some strange reason, ideas like to visit me at the most inconvenient times. Like exactly when my mom says, Advait, clean your room. That's the moment my brain decides. What if we mix those colors together and create a completely new kind of fusion? And for some strange reason, sorry. And you know what's more beautiful about them? Ideas don't appear through pressure, they appear through permission. Permission to wander, to mess up, to notice, and to play. And today I'm going to show you where ideas hide and why they disappear, especially when we need them the most. Silence is the playground where ideas tiptoe in. My ideas never arrive when adults say, sit properly, focus. That's basically an alarm system for ideas to run away. But when I stare out at the window or lie on the floor doing absolutely nothing, that's when they sneak in. Science is the same thing. Harvard researchers have discovered that when our mind wanders, a part of the brain called the default mode network switches on. The exact system responsible for imagination. So yes, when it looks like I'm daydreaming, I'm actually doing advanced scientific brain work. And that's why ideas disappear when everything is too loud, too strict, and too rushed. They need soft silence to tiptoe in. Mess is the ecosystem where ideas hide. My room is rarely neat. If cleanliness is next to godliness, I'm probably living somewhere in the creative underworld. But my mess isn't dirty, it's thought everywhere. Paint marks, paper bits, color tests, half finished experiments, and that one brush that always disappears until I don't need it. University of Minnesota studies show messy spaces boost creative thinking because mess gives our brain unexpected combination. Ideas disappear in perfect rooms because perfection leaves no place for surprise. Mess whispers, come, explore me. Mistakes are the secret doors where ideas enter. Adults panic when something goes wrong. Kids find it hilarious. Some of my favorite artwork started out as mistakes. A paint drop which looked like a creature, a wrong color mix which created planets, and a crooked light which suddenly became a character. Research from design schools show that accidental marks activate our brain's pattern recognition system, basically turning mistakes into treasure maps. Ideas disappear when we punish mistakes, they appear when we follow them. And you'll be surprised to know boredom is the engine of imagination. Boredom is underrated. We treat it like a disease. Quick, give the child a device before they start thinking. But studies show boredom increases divergent thinking. The ability for our brain to come up with many ideas. Boredom shakes the snow globe of our brain. Everything floats, collides, and rearranges. That's when the weird questions show up, the best kind. What if shadows could talk? What if colors had moods? What if clouds secretly had names? Ideas disappear when our schedule is too full. They appear when our mind finally gets space. And let's not forget micro noticing, which is the art of seeing what others miss. A strange leaf pattern, a shadow shaped like a creature, a sound the fan makes, a crack in the wall which looks like a map. Most people walk past these things, but artists, we collect them. Creativity researchers call this micro noticing, catching the tiny details the world quietly hides. Ideas disappear when we rush, they appear when we look closely. Let's understand why ideas suffocate. Ideas suffocate when we create environments that feel unsafe to them. When there's too much noise, too much pressure, too much perfection, too many rules, not enough pauses, and not enough play. Ideas fade away when we focus more on performance than curiosity. Ideas leave when we stop noticing the tiny things. Ideas disappear when we are afraid of being wrong. If ideas are living things, delicate, surprising, and playful, then as a community, we have a responsibility. If we want creative children, creative adults, and creative cities, then we must build worlds where ideas feel safe to return. And here's how we can do it: by creating pockets of silence. Not disciplined silence, but wandering silence. A few minutes of stillness where the brain expands instead of shrinks. By normalizing creative mess. A messy table often means a tidy imagination. Encourage it, celebrate it. By turning mistakes into experiments. Instead of asking what went wrong, ask what can this become. And by allowing boredom, not as a punishment, but as a fertilizer. Let the mind wander, let thoughts collide. And by practicing micro noticing, slow down, look twice, ask questions about tiny things. Ideas love people who pay attention. If we want a world filled with creative children, creative adults, and creative solutions, then we must build idea-friendly environments. Places that value curiosity or perfection, experiments or results, moments or speed. Ideas don't grow alone. They grow in supportive ecosystems. They grow in communities that say, it's okay to try, it's okay to play, it's okay to wonder. Thank you.